Hello, hello. Welcome on in, everybody. It's Monday. Woo! The weekend has come and gone. We are now into Monday, and I'm here for it. Yeah, federal holiday. Holiday schmoliday. I didn't get the day off. Got so much camera for Zero, which is going to be great. All right, well, it's 6 o'clock. Let's go. All right, Lokenze, are you live? I could have swore you were. Let me refresh you. Yeah, there we go. That's weird. All right, well, let's do this, because there's things to do, right? Oh, I gotta turn this down a little bit more. Yeah, it's really loud in my ears. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and germs. My name is Colin, and it is Monday Night Mayhem, where we're going to have a whole lot of fun. Introductions, please, for our first match. On the left-hand side, he is a newcomer not really new anymore. He's just a youngster. He's got a max out and more, and he's been making a big name for himself. Give it up for the one and only BBot. And his opponent over on the right, hailing from Spain, a country where I just was. Well, actually, I was in Portugal, but close enough. NTSC PB of 1.3. He did a showing on Friday. He's going to look to keep that momentum going. Give it up for Lokenze. All right, and then if you guys want same piece sets, I am more than happy to oblige. Just let me know. Also, I want to just make sure I have the camera set the right way here. All right, looks like it. So, these players can finish up their last bit of warm-ups, and then we will get going. To add color source. Look at this. I'm about to do something in real time. Oh, everything's white. Yeah, just gotta, like, pop that somewhere. Where do I put it, though? That's gonna be a question. That's not there. Alright, well, I'll let you guys get a seed. You guys can get that in place. As I continue where to put this color source. Maybe right here. Yes. Aha, I did it. Pick screen color. Boom. Look at this. It's professional. I am professional. Sorry for the flashbangs, everybody. All right, when you guys are ready, please insert that seed. Player's probably just finishing up a little bit of warm-up. Look at this 29 play from Zero. This is... Oh, this is going to be a banger, I could tell. Can confirm, yes, PS. So, yeah, this is what you get to go against, Lokenze. So, just so you know. But what about Candy Vans? Delicious. You know, I forgot to go on cam and say, like, hi to everybody before this match started, so that's fine. You'll see me at intermission. You don't care about me. You want to see these players. Speaking of which, both are ready to go, so let's do this. The Euro Youngster versus Master Youngster, or something like that. Let's count it down, because game number 1 of this first match starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Square, square, JZ. Square, square, J and a Z. All right, so same piece set has been confirmed. So yes, welcome on in, everybody, to Monday Night Mayhem. Little did you know that Colin would be taking over Monday Night Mayhem 2. As I go for the Friendlies takeover, I try to take over all of Friendlies. Yeah, that was back 3 back long bars, guys. I don't know if you saw that. That's a great way to start off a seed for sure. But yeah, Monday night, the work week has begun for the rest of the world. If you were in the United States, you probably may have had today off, which if you did, well, good for you, because I had to work. It's fine, though. Got a lot accomplished today, so it's all good. You know, my kids, they didn't have school today, and guess what? They don't have school tomorrow either. Something about it going to be like -20 and wind chill. All right, 30 lines through, 186 for Zro, 142 for Lokenze. So pretty much a fairly even game. A 1 Tetris lead here for Zro, but is ahead in the line count by quite a bit, so it's pretty close. I did mention we saw Lokenze on Friday night. Still riding high. That was such a great show. If you did not get to check out Friday's night of friendlies, go do that. That was a great night. But certainly Lokenze looking to have a repeat performance like he had on Friday night, because Monday night is a better day anyway. Colin, I see you put Feastables over Hershey's. Did they change their recipe because Feastables was the worst chocolate I've ever had when I tried it a few years back? I don't know, but I will tell you it tasted better. The Hershey's chocolate was gross. And you go, yeah, so for those of you who don't know what Tetris is talking about, I did a candy ranking stream with the family yesterday. Kids kind of pooped out halfway through, but they still participated. And yeah, we rated the Feastables candy bar along with Hershey's candy bar, and yeah, Hershey's definitely was worse. There were a lot of candy bars that did not live up to what I remember them being. So, like for one, Reese's Cups. Reese's are disgusting now. I don't know if you've had them recently, but they do not taste the same. They are absolutely atrocious. All right, 69 lines through, 310 for Lokenze, 356 at 77 for his robot. So these players still maintaining the same level of pace with each other. Nice little burn there from his robot. That was really smart. So 402 at 86. We'll see where Lokenze is at 86 lines. Yeah, and look, Lokenze 402 at 86, so dead even. They're about as even as you can get in terms of pace, so this is exactly what we want for this first opening bout. Yeah, King's been saying it right there. What an opener. However, Zorbot getting a little bit scary. Okay, gets that bar and that Tetris, and then another bar and another Tetris, and set up for a third. And there's another bar. So these players, fearless. A triple for Lokenze into the Tetris. Yeah, and Zro kind of getting bonked over the head with long bars. And then a nasty square piece to help screw up the parity. So getting into a little bit of a digging situation right before transition. So is Robot going to want to get out of this? Because I don't care if you're the best roller in the world. Transitioning with a messy board into 19, especially this high up, not a good thing. So this is going to allow Lokenze the opportunity to take advantage. And taking advantage he is. He is currently at 505 at 113. So with the next Tetris, we'll take the real score lead. There it is, 528, and it's still 7 lines back. So Lokenze into the driver's seat here as we approach transition. And this board going in the wrong direction for Zro. He needs to be careful. Transitions halfway up the board, about next box height. And a nasty square piece. That bar going to come in for some relief. Would love a J-piece. J-piece does come. Now needs something to the left. Sets up a bar dependency. And a couple of hang of the squares. Zro dealing with a lot of traffic. And yeah, the hang of the LP is going to do him in. 524, Zro is finished. And at 575, Lokenze, the Spaniard, will take game number 1 and strike first. GG. Oops, that's the wrong player. Hello, GildedLizard. Hello, Anpu, Titris, Kingsman, Coal Bucket. Nice to see you all here. Hello, over our friends on YouTube as well. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and, of course, Twitch. I guess we don't go live on Kick anymore? So, oh well. All right, we'll increment our C to move on to game number 2. Oh, Tyler, my man, we got a problem. I found something with the scene that needs some attention. All right, but these players can go. Let's count it down because game number 2, we're gonna start as Lokenze changes the camera angle. Thanks for that. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. My grip is quite funny. But yeah, Tyler, open up the scene and go to the red winner, and then look at Zero's camera. If you have the scene still available in your OBS, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's not. You have the cameras cropped for the winner scene. All right, Lokenze on the board with 50,000, 14 lines through. His robot in another pickle here. Yeah, I'm going to do that in real time, Ty. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm just making you aware. You told me to point out stuff. How can I uncrop it, though? That's the thing. And Zero looking like he's going to go a bit aggressive here, trying to set up dirty column 2, row 4, bangs it down. And then we'll transfer the well with the singular burn there. So 104 for Zero, finally starting to get the hang of this board. 142 for Lokenze. And I now have pizza rolls. They've been delivered. So let's... Here I go to burn my mouth. Are you ready? I'll do a live impression of Celine Dion. All right, Zero is now finding his rhythm here. 197 through 51, 211 through 43 for Lokenze. Lokenze in the driver's seat once again. We got Coal Bucket checking up the queue. Yeah, Coal Bucket will be seeing after the conclusion of this set. He'll be taking on Grand Designs. You may say to yourself, well, wait a second. Why is Coal Bucket playing Grand Designs? Well, that'll be a DAS match. So. Yes, pizza rolls. See, some people get whole pizzas delivered to them. I just get pizza rolls delivered to me. Hello, Elmer. Welcome on in with the yellow ribbons. All right, slight little delay burn setup here. Longbar going to come in, be just with the Doctor Order here for Lokenze. Gets the well back open, 365. Add a Tetris, go to 388. Zro at 417. So Zro has caught up a bit, but is ahead in the line peak sequence about 2 Tetrises. So Lokenze, in terms of pace, maintaining a 1 Tetris lead here through the first 100 lines. Little slight hang of the J. Ooh, gonna tuck that J in and tuck that J in. Beautiful solve here for Zrobot. Could have turned what was pretty nasty right before transition into something a little bit cleaner. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't go L up right there, though. But that L piece and that J piece going to be beautiful. Will transition with the next Tetris. Has the well open now. 520. Long bar in, bang Tetris, 544 the transition for Zrobot. Still have 2 Tetrises on the board here available for Lokenze. The Spanish Mackenzie, yes. You know what, actually, transition for Lokenze there, 582 now after some burns. You know, if you beat Grand Designs... No, if Cold Bucket loses to Grand Designs... wait, hold on a second. Lokenze in a little bit of a dig sequence here. Let's see. Okay, is bringing this down. Should be all right. Yeah, set up for the triple only, but you could see a sigh of relief there. Like, okay, I made a mistake. Time to regroup. Yeah, there's the triple. So, yeah, you know, if Grand Designs beats Cold Bucket, then he can tell people that he beat Cold Bucket and get some clout, like I do whenever I tell people I beat GD. Is there a caveat to it? Yeah, but who cares? Nobody needs to know that it was a 19 versus 18 match, but... Oh, Zro in trouble here. Oh! 764! So, Lokenze with a chase down. 765 is needed. Yeah, the hang of the square. That, pretty much started cascading into a major problem. But, hold on, Lokenze now also in a bit of a dig sequence. A bar is needed. Coming a bit too late. Still fighting. Yeah, Lokenze trying to give all that he's got, but this is, board is climbing in the wrong direction. Needs to get out of this and get into scoring position. Okay, that is a beautiful split triple. That's going to help things a lot. Okay, back into scoring position. Good board. Long bar in Tetris. 755 again is chasing 765. That bar will do it. 787. Lokenze takes the 2-0 lead and is now on match point. GG. Only survived because you were ahead. Yeah. All right, Zro's ready to get into it. And both players are ready to go, so let's do it. Lokenze looking to sweep Zro. Zro looking to get on the board. Let's see what happens, because this is a crucial game 3. And it comes your way in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, 26,000 for Zro, getting into a dig again up high. Making some adjustments here. Nice burn there. Zro kind of flirting with disaster a bit. Bit of a drought forming. So Zro taking these doubles and triples to bring the stack down. There's the long bar for the Tetris. Lokenze also waiting for this long bar, but dealing with that same drought. All right, bar in. There's the Tetris for Lokenze, 129. 72 for Zro, but we'll get a long bar Tetris. That left side could use a little bit of filling out. That's exactly what he's going to do. What are the rules on coaching online versus in person? Are they allowed between games, like in fighting games? No real-time advice, right? That's the thing. No real-time advice. Nice little maneuver there from Zro, kind of waiting for a Z piece. Z pieces. Oh, yes. A bunch of Zs and a beautiful T. That's going to be super helpful. 169 plays 164. And Lokenze slamming home another Dusty Tetris will transfer the well back over to column 10 here as he starts to fill out the left-hand side, courtesy of that long bar. So Zro and Lokenze both set up for the Tetris. Good sloping stack. Over left side for Zrobot, getting a little cumbersome, needing a J piece. I hate that J dependency on the left, but I think every Tetris player does, but unfortunately they just do it. Ooh, that S flat, that might be problematic for Zro. He is up very high now. Oh, Phantom Burn gonna do him in, and at 194, Zro topping out. And at 219, Lokenze getting it done in a sweep. Play this out, Lokenze, because you're on the winner screen. Well, that's what you get when you're not having generated, right? But hey, you're a winner. GG. Alright, coming up next, that DAS matchup between Cold Black and Grand Designs. We'll head that way. We'll be right back. Alright, I might have to, waiting for both players to go live here. Okay, GildedLizard is live. Just waiting on Coal Bucket. It says 30 seconds, but both players are here, so let's just transition. I don't want to sit here and wait for 30 seconds. All right, this next match is scheduled for 3-fall and is set to be a DAS battle. Introductions, please, on the left-hand side. You know him as a bucket of coal. He is, of course, a roller, and he's practicing on 29 for a DAS matchup. He has an NTS CPB with DAS of a max out. Give it up for Coal Bucket. And on the opponent, my fellow Rescreamer extraordinaire, host of Classic Tetris Wars, and all-around good guy, has an NTS CPB of 1,028,000, plays the DAS play style out of the United States. Give it up for Grand Designs! Hell yeah! A44 PB, thank you. See, the bot doesn't have, like, alternate playstyle PBs, which is unfortunate. Alright, I suppose you guys want to call in seed, right? Let's give it to you. Boom, call in seed. Oh, and it's all numbers, just for you, Grand Designs. I'm going to guess that the stream froze for Cole, since there was a little bit of a sputter there. Dorm room Wi-Fi, what are you going to do, right? Oh, he says no, it didn't freeze, so I don't know. Oh well. All right, Grand Designs is finishing his last minute of warm-up. Lost DAS on that miss shift. That is a DAS moment. Yeah, and then everybody started getting the internet. So, you remember Internet 2, DJ Mr. Boro? Remember when that was the thing? You know, we do this. Well, Cole finishes up his last minute of warm-up. Just adjust the stencil a tad bit. There we go. All right, Grand Design saying, good luck, have fun, Cole. Looking forward to a fun one. And, what? Goal, beat Dan. Beat Dan. Is he gonna, are you gonna reverse it? Because I'll reverse it if you want me to. But it's fine. Try not to crash out is what he's gonna say, so. Look at this. Yes, high chance of crash out. All right. Well, let's see it. Counting down game number 1 of our second set in 3, 2, 1. Crash out. And oh my word, there's a raid. Party of 5. Thank you, Toast, coming on in. Bringing the party with you. Party of 5. Plenty of room. Grab a table by the bar. It is Monday night. You've got Grand Designs and Cole Bucket in a DAS matchup. Hello, BBot. We'll be seeing you in just a little while. Probably. He'll probably keep up that text the whole time, which is fine. It's giving everybody the warning. Oh, Cole Bucket missing a Corian thing. That's a shame. Toasty, if you want main event friendlies tonight, Gilded was looking for a fight. True, I do have one open slot. Slot 6 is remaining unclaimed, so if there is somebody out there that wants to fight. Tetris versus GildedLizard. You know what? GildedLizard would still win. I'm not even lying, bro. I'm not even lying. All right, 30 lines through here. 125 for Cole Bucket. 112 for Grand Designs. So, pretty tight one here. Just a 1 Tetris lead only separating these two players. What time? I don't know, in about 3 hours. Maybe a little less, because the night seems to be going by pretty quick. I usually allot 45 minutes for a match. So, that seems to work out pretty well. Alright, Grand Design's going with this column 8. Long bar in, fist bump. And then transfers that well back to where it belongs. So, down at the bottom of the board, starting to stack up. Get ready for another Tetris. Meanwhile, Cole Bucket going to slam one down as well. Go to 265 and need to start filling out the board. Nice, makes an adjustment for the J piece in the window. But it's trying to avoid setting up a long bar dependency. Luckily, the long bar comes in to fill out the center. Now another bar comes in for the Tetris up to 288, playing 210. I want to meet the catch-up guy. That's Tetris. I don't recommend it. All right, we are past the halfway point of 18 already. Pretty smooth sailing for both players. Nobody getting into any major spot. Cole Bucket has been playing up a bit higher and has been scoring a little bit more than Grand Designs. However, Cold Bucket just taking that double there. Grand Design's been kind of taking some doubles and triples, just trying to stay alive. And kind of see his dash control right now is a little... Yeah, you can see the dash control from Grand Designs right now, not the best. So he's probably trying to get that worked out before that 19 speed increase, which we'll see the speeds increase 50% at 130 lines. Grand Design's digging down to the bottom is only, unfortunately, adding to the pace loss here as Cold Bucket. Oh, missing an adjustment for that bar, but we'll get a third one. That is some good RNG, if you ask me. 456 at 100 plays 343, so 110,000 point lead here for Cold Bucket. And go figure, you know, somebody that's good at Tetris is good at Tetris. But Grand Designs with a fist bump. He's excited about that one. Setting up a delay burn. Gonna open the well back up. Only triple ready. And gonna stash that bar over. There's a long bar in. There's a Tetris. 391 plays 467. So what did I do this weekend aside from the candy stream? Nothing. Did absolutely nothing this weekend, and it was great. Just had some downtime. Mother-in-law took the big boys on Saturday, so my wife and I we kind of hung out on Saturday night, which was great, just to have the two of us just chill out, talk a little bit, be adults, which doesn't really happen that much anymore because we have 4 kids. But definitely looking forward to the weekend already, because got a lot of fun stuff planned. All right, long bar in. Tetris for Cold Bucket, 523, has 1 Tetris available. Grand Designs has transitioned at 452, so he's off and running. And Cold Bucket will join him at 547, so a 100,000 point lead here into 19, and off we run. Yeah, Yeehaw saying it exactly. Having a whole weekend off is so nice, and yeah, it truly is, especially when you have a life that is just go, go, go. I did get my hair cut, so yeah, I got my hair cut on Saturday. Which I don't know if you guys know me. Most of you guys know by now. I keep my hair very short. So I get my hair cut about every 4 weeks. All right, 614 now for Cold Bucket on level 21. Just taking a couple skims for board health. Gets a long bar, gets a Tetris into level 22 now, 645. 557 at 22 for Grand Design. So Grand Designs is still about 100,000 points back. Maybe a little bit more considering where he is in the line count. Yeah, and a little lost gas moment there for Grand Designs. So he's going to need to clean this up. That long bar and that J-piece. That J-piece was beautiful. Oh, Cold Bucket's left side. I don't think there's anything he's going to be able to do unless he can burn this flat. Yeah, and Cold Bucket... Oh, hits that T-spin to get that one final burn in. 651, the final score. So Grand Designs in a chase down. 652 is your target. 652 is what you're looking for. And Grand Design's not with a lot of time, but does not need to go too aggressive here. And 652 is the target. Yeah, at this point, like 2.5 Tetrises will give him the victory. But he's still got a lot of runway. I don't know if this is lineable, but Grand Designs would definitely like to get this done sooner rather than later, because nothing is free. Okay, has the well open, just waiting for the long bar to cooperate with the timing. Takes a triple, takes a triple. Those triples will help. Basically, one Tetris now is all that's needed. Is starting to run out of time. Is set up. Ready and waiting. Nice double, long bar in Tetris. 659. Grand Designs is good. And he'll mull this one out. He's only got 9 lines before the game comes to an end. So, GG to the blue corner, getting on the board first. Oh, look at Grand Designs getting some lines on 29. All right, let's increment our seed. Yeah, true. Sebi just said, letting Chen know that Cold Bucket has a high chance of crash out. Says, hey Cole, how you doing? All right, GD is ready. Cold Bucket is getting there. And ready's from both players, so let's count this down. This is game number 2. Grand Designs on the march. Can Cold Bucket tie things up? Let's find out, because game number 2 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So yeah, pretty good game number 1, minus that top out from Cold Bucket. Both players making it into transition, and then Grand Designs taking it all the way to the kill screen. We'll see what happens if Grand Design's able to keep riding that momentum out here in this game number 2, or if Cold Bucket will step up to the plate and hit a home run to tie up the set. We'll find out, because we turn the page now. Both players 10 lines through. Grand Designs with a 1 Tetris lead. Friends in chat, we've got Chen here. Hello, Chen. Hello, Sebi. Welcome on in. Thank you for coming in here on this Monday Night Mayhem. The first ever Monday Night Mayhem officially that I've hosted. I think I filled in for Burb once because he lost internet. They cut his... I think if I remember right, they cut his internet. Comcast or Spectrum, whoever it was in his area, was doing some work and just said, plunk, cut it in the middle of the stream. So I filled in. Talvat's here. Hello, Talvat. It's good to see you. Got a little bit of a pause from Cole. Of course, this is friendly, so you can pause if you need to. I mean, it's not like it's Masters where I'll make you stop or penalize you because you're having an unfair advantage. All right, Cold Bucket, that's a nice looking square. Going to help fill out the board. 216, the area code of Cleveland, Ohio. What plays 235. Bar in, Tetris for Cole, go to 240. Cleveland is the city that we come from. That's Bone Thugs and Harmony, for those of you who don't know. Oh, Grand Designs is in a lot of trouble here. That left side's going to be very difficult to manage. Needs a J piece. Oh, the hang! And Grand Designs is going to top out. Let's mic him up. No! Oh, Grand Designs not pleased with that one. And Cold Bucket ties up the set 1-1.
The Rock says, "Who are you two Rudy Poos?"
Who are you two Rudy Poos, indeed. All right, we're going to increment our seed. Grand Designs is ready to go. Oh, yeah, me too. I love Bone Thugs. All right, both players ready to go. The stakes are at an all-time high as the set is tied 1-1. We'll see who has the advantage going into the fourth. Count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. A little bit droughty for both players. Bar finally going to come in. Both players needed it for the stack. Couldn't score. Oh no, Cold Bucket! Cold Bucket, there's the crash out. We knew it was going to come. 7,200 points, Cold Bucket.
Come on, man!
I would just say step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air.
Colin is to blame for everything.
Yes, he is. Grand Designs takes the 2-1 lead. High chance of crash out. Isomorph, you are brilliant. Barrett, really? Somebody has that? Somebody has... You have it. Oh my gosh. You made that. I'm sorry. That's so funny. Double kill screen this time. Hopes for Grand Designs. All right, Grand Designs is ready. Hey, it's a Marts caca on a trash can. Oh, that's great. All right, both players ready to go, so let's get this on. Grand Designs looking to finish off Cole. Cole looking to force a decider. Count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, it's this match point, so coming up next, if your name is M149 or JediEvan, you may want to consider going live, getting those last-minute warm-ups in, because this game could come to a crashing end. Cold Bucket looking to buy you guys some additional time for warm-up by getting a win here. We still have room for one more match, too. So we have the main event still open. If you can believe that. Monday night, and it's not all the way booked. Jeez. Oh, Das mischief from Cold Bucket there, as well as a little bit of internet hookup. I think he's waiting for an L piece. L piece is going to come. Set up in the center well. Center well Tetris. 99,000 plays 75,000. Grand Design's in full command here in this game number 4. Oh, Cold Bucket's left side. This is not looking good. Needs a bar. Needs it now. Has to stash those pieces to the left. Give himself some skimming options. Bro, there is no bar. It does not exist. Gets that J piece over, though. SP so crucial. That left side needs another bar. But Cold Bucket is surviving this, at least for the time being. Oh, now the right side is looking very scary. Cold Bucket gets... Oh, he's going to top out. You're going to see the crash out live here, folks. Oh, my word. And Grand Designs at 142. Getting it done. Play this out because you're on the winner scene. Oh, we have a Mullen screen and everything. Mullen it out. Always mulling it out when you win. Let's see, who wants... I think we have somebody for the... Cousin Avi and GildedLizard for the main event. Perfect. Let's do it. All right, yeah, congratulations, you're a winner. Coming up next, M149 playing JediEvan. We'll get that one ready. Be right back. You know, I'm gonna just take the countdown down. We're gonna run a quick ad. And you're welcome for the restream anytime. We're gonna run 60 seconds of ads. So, if you're still hearing me, thanks for subscribing. If you're not hearing me, well, you're not hearing me, so why would I continue to talk to you? Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, JediEvan, you are very black and white. But, that got fixed, so. Alright, we should be back, so let's do this. Kingsman, if you're still here, can you please peep the Discord? And if you want to get me perms to take care of that, I'm more than happy to. Ooh woo? What's this? Says GildedLizard. Ooh woo? I missed that soundbite. I gotta go find that one. My little Frenchie. Oh, I love it. I still think 4 minutes is too long. Colin, I did that voice too well. Yeah, I know. Ooh woo? I actually have a Steam Deck, and I have a button that does it. All right. Both players are here, so let's get it on. Oh, I should fix the stencil. Introductions, please, on. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting to do this. I'm so bad. All right. Third match of the day. Introductions, please, on the left-hand side. He is a player that I haven't really seen a lot of. But he's been making a name for himself, playing the DAS playstyle out of United States. Has an NTSC PB of a max out, add a little bit more. Give it up for M149. That's Mike 149er. And his opponent, blue corner, another DAS player out of the United States, has an NTSC PB of 1.2 million. Been a big fan of Tetris and has been a big player on friendlies. Give it up for JediEvan. All right, you guys want a Colin seed? I know you do. So there you go. I forget how many friendlies have I been in before this. How do I check? You can check the board over in the Discord. Hello, Washbear over on YouTube. All right, both players ready to go, so let's get it on. This is M149 taking on JediEvan. Let's count down game number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Camera bouncing all over the place here. All right, yeah, so I haven't seen a lot of M149 play. So, be interested to take a good look here. We'll get his first Tetris. JediEvan already on the board with 2. Perfect through the first 8 lines. A little bit of a drought starting form for these players. Neither one all too pleased with having to take those doubles, but M149 in a little bit of a digging situation here. Another long bar would be helpful. T-spin opportunity, nails the T-spin. Long bar coming in at the worst opportune time. But there's another one. There's the Tetris for M419. M149, sorry. I keep wanting to say M4 because of the carbine. Oh, JediEvan. I think that was an adjustment, but it turned into a king bar, so he needs to get around that one. And yeah, it looks like he's going to do just that. He should be A-okay. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see JediEvan start to make a contention for a belt. Kingsman will have to let me know what the cutoff is for Phenoms, or even the upstarts, but I think JediEvan, you know, could be a pretty strong contender. However, this board might say otherwise. It's JediEvan up at the top, topping out 134. So 135 is your target, M. 135 is what you need to steal a game from the JediEvan. Looks like that same P sequence that came in for JediEvan is now hitting M149. Yep, the Colin seed. It'll get you. It'll get you. That was a brilliant adjustment for M149. Long bar in, Tetris, 142, gonna complete the chase down. And already has hearts, because I forgot to remove them. So there you go. M149 takes game number 1. GG. BBot, no, what's your PB? You could do 15 or 18. All right, M149 and JediEvan are both ready to go. So let's see if they can put the pooper behind them as we count down this game number 2 and look for a better one in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I will probably do 18 because if Marts is fine with it, I'm just curious. Yeah, Marts is fine with 18. That's probably the better play because Marts is better on 18, or better on 15 than he is on 18, but... Yeah, I was gonna say, nobody likes 17, unless it's Ninja of Ninjas. I think Ninja of Ninjas is the only one. Said no one ever. Marts is not good at matches. Did you watch Friday? He had an opportunity to do something great, and he couldn't. All right, if you know what, Gilded, if you both want to do level 17 all the way, that's fine. I don't care. Well, I mean, it wasn't because it was Ninja of Ninjas playing DAS, and yeah. Well, you know what? Kingsman will say no. I will say yes. Because we fly by the seat of our pants here. There is no structure. We go off the rails when Colin's at the helm. Well, honestly, I think for the belt, I think I do have to have rules in there, like 15 or 18, just to make it fair. But I think the spirit of friendlies should prevail. True, yes. All right, 52 lines in here. 240 for JediEvan, 236 for M149. So a pretty close matchup here, separated just by a few burned lines. There are rails. Hello, 6-4. Yes, there are rails. We just have fallen off. So. One wheel. It probably would. You know, honestly, if it weren't at risk for like getting copyrighted, copyright? Is it copyrighted? Yeah, whatever. If there wasn't the risk of that, you could always just play the song by Alan Parsons Band, Sirius, the Michael, or the, I almost said the Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls introduction song, like when they come out. That I did that on Basement Battles whenever we did the main event. I played it. All right, M149 with a nice skim. Long bar in. Tetris 401 at 84. JediEvan 409 at 87. Giddy up. The Chicago Michael Jordans. I mean, pretty much. I mean, he is the greatest of all time. I mean, you can say what you want about LeBron and Kobe and all them, but it's Michael Jordan. Ooh, M149 is going to try to pull off. Oh, no! Hang of the bar at 408. He's finished. And JediEvan at 419. Echo gonna get game number 2. Tie up the set 1-1. GG. This seems like a really cooperative scene, and then it's not. Yep, that's what Colin Seeds will do. Also, welcome in 6-4. How are you, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. Who is Michael? Shut it. Shut it, Tetris. Michael Jordan is the Michael Phelps of basketball. All right, JediEvan is ready. M149 is probably contemplating his life decisions. And ready from M149, so let's get it on. Pivotal game number 3. We'll see who has the advantage next after the completion of this game in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Who is Michael Phelps? Michael Phelps is the Michael Jordan of swimming. I think M149 is kind of trying to figure out what piece he wanted there. Goes for the spin, nails the spin. Couple of skims. Bar in. Bang Tetris. 47. JediEvan 48. We spelled Phelps the right way. Don't act like you don't know who he is, Tyler. You try to pretend that you're uncultured, but you really are. You know a lot of things. Nice little adjustment there with pieces for M149. However, the board is not cooperating. Oh my gosh, those squares, but beautiful triple. That is going to avert disaster, at least in the short term. Another double. Another drought starting for him. Nice skim, long bar in, not of the head. Bang Tetris. 105. JediEvan trying to pull off a miracle of his own here. Cleaning the stack up brick by brick. Oh, beautiful adjustment for the J piece. I like that a lot. I didn't even see it. And there's the long bar for the reward. Tetris. Oh, and now M149 is going to have to be cautious here. Can't get the bar over. Out of burn options. And at 129 is finished. JediEvan with a short chase down. 130 is the target. That Tetris will put you at 131.
Oh no, I'm going to let it go, man. It's going to come out. Oh no, Kingsman.
Oh no, Kingsman is right. JediEvan takes the 2-1 lead. we are just flying through these matches tonight. All right, Ninja of Ninja saying he wants the script to come true. M149 may have other things in mind, so let's count this down. Pivotal game number 4. Will JediEvan finish off M149, or will M149 force a decider? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I don't know if you're talking to me, BBot, but do you, you're up after this one, and you will only play one set, so it's just one match. This isn't like TNP where you play 2. This is just 1. No, it's all good. You're asking the right questions. I just didn't want you to come in here and think it was one way and it be another and then throw you off. Bar in, Dusty Tetris for JediEvan. Long bar in and a clean Tetris for M149. 22 lines through, 95 plays 61. He looks like Anders Jacobson, says Tori over on YouTube. I don't see it. Maybe a little bit, actually. Yeah, I guess I can see that. For those of you who don't know who that is, Swedish guy. All right, bar in another Tetris for M149. Go to 191, 153 for JediEvan. I made hanky pankies today. Have you guys ever had those? It's like the sausage and meat and Velveeta cheese and Worcestershire sauce on a cocktail bread, like the rye brown cocktail bread. Oh, so good. It's like the appetizer that you make it for like Christmas and stuff, but the bread was on sale at the grocery store this weekend, and I was like, yes, I need to have it. So we made it. I made a lot of it, so I'm going to be eating that for the next couple days. And M149 might be wanting to drink away his sorrows if this bar doesn't come. All right, it's going to show dirty Tetris, but now the board kind of messy. Going to have to go to work, chop this down. JediEvan with a long part in Tetris, going to fill out the center of the stack beautifully. Is set up once again. Ooh, JediEvan setting up a J dependency. And he kind of winced after he did it. Maybe he didn't mean to overshift. But it's going to work out. It's got that sloping stack just the way he wants it. Makes room for the pieces. Takes a double. 285 here for JediEvan. Waiting for the long bar. Takes another double because there's no bar. There's the Tetris for JediEvan. And there's the Tetris for M149. Just barely getting that square over to the left-hand side. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, when you have that, like, level of fame, you know, I feel like people, you know, want to just be a troll just to be a troll. That's pretty cool that you get to interact with him. I've always wanted to interact with, you know, a famous celebrity. Oh, look at this! Dirty! A Tetris for M149. That was amazing. That was with Das, too, so living on the edge here. Kind of see M149 not wanting to create a bar dependency, and unfortunately the piece is really starting to sour. Needs another long bar. Takes a split double, but that left side is getting tougher and tougher to reach. Okay, has that hole opened. Oh my gosh, M149 is fighting so high at the top of the board. Gets the J over, yes, okay. This will be a heroic dig if he can get out of this. Gets, oh, the trail! Oh, man, the speed change got him. He was almost clear at 365. The prophecy has come true. JediEvan at 474. Play this out because you're our winner. You're on the Mullen screen, so please play this. I need the content. Play it out. JediEvan really coming alive here in the post-transition. Currently at 563. Nice little quick tap there for JediEvan. I'm sure he would like the bar to cooperate. There it is. Bang Tetris down the middle. 606, level 23. Colin, what was the winning candy for the stream? Okay, so, believe it or not, and I disagree with it, but I got overruled because it was a family ranking, not just a Colin ranking. Crunch Bar. The Crunch Bar was the one that tasted the best. The two worst, Butterfinger and Reese's. They were both awful. And GG for JediEvan getting it done in 4. Alright, next up, BBot takes on Marts. We'll be right back. Wait, are we at the halfway point? I think so. Yeah, 6. Yeah, so we got some time to kill, so let's do this first. Hi, guys. It's Monday night. And look, I'm even wearing the outfit that my, I guess it's over here, that I would be wearing in that thing where I'm going. So when it comes up, you'll see it. I'm wearing the exact same outfit. But yeah, what a night it's been so far. It has been a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm telling you, Reese's, it was bad. They've changed things. It does not taste like it normally does. See, look, there I am. Ready? Right? It's like a spitting image. But yeah. So yeah, it's been a good first couple of matches. We've got a lot coming on the next side. So we have Marts taking on BBot. We have Mathwiz taking on Roncli. And then our main event, GildedLizard taking on Cousin Avi. So you won't want to miss those. Hello, Amma the Llama. So yeah. Alright. I'm going to go set everything back up. We'll be right back. Yes, go live now. No, you're fine. All right. This next match is scheduled for 3-fall and is going to hopefully be a good one. Introductions, please, on the left-hand side. A player that I've never seen before, but is certainly looking to make some impressions, that's for sure. Rolling out of the United States, NTSC PB of 792,000. Give it up for BBot! Is this a BBot face reveal? Maybe. Revealing it on friendlies, how cool. And his opponent, over on the right, a DAS player known as the French-Canadian Crusher. He's not even the best player in the household. Give it up for Marts! Mr. Friendlies himself. BBot is my 449th different opponent. Holy smokes. That is incredible. Alright, do you guys want same piece sets? I'm happy to oblige, if you want it. Now we know that BBot isn't a bot. Exactly, exactly. Okay, here you go. 88, 42, 80. I know, right? Well, it's Colin Seeds. What can you expect? All right, BBot's ready. And asking 18. Your pick, I don't care. That's very Marts of you. All right, 18's first call, so let's go. Both players are ready. BBot on the left, Marts on the right. Count it down. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. That looks good there. And let me fix the Marty stencil because, of course, it's Marts. Guy has played over 1,000 matches and can't get on stencil. See, he knows, too. He even knows. Making your bed is overrated, Ninja. See, my thing is, why would I spend the time making my bed when I could get right up and start cold calling billionaires? Right? Isn't that how you make money? You cold call billionaires? And Marts might want to be cold calling his doctor here because this board is getting a little out of hand. Okay, long bar in. That's going to help. Needs a bar to the left. Gets the bar. I guess it was to the right, not to the left. And there we go. And there we go.
Oh no, I'm going to let it go, man. It's going to come out. Oh no, Kingsman.
And BBot takes game number 1 with ease. GG. Is it even Tetris if it's not a Colin seed, though? For real. I mean, based on how that first game went, he probably wants to stick on 18. Well, both players are ready. I'll count it down. You guys can figure it out. Here we go. Game number 2, BBot on the march. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Marty Kaka is the call. Yep, agreed. Oh my god, Kingsman. That pig roast. Oh man, dude. Excuse me. Sorry, I thought I hit the mute button. All right, 96,000 for BBot, 77,000 for Marts. 20 lines through. Already Marts is looking so much better on this game number 2. One part in, and the Tetris for BBot. 167, 146 for Marts. So I did mention Marts is always a player on friendlies has I don't think ever missed a show. Even left the hospital to play in a match. So that's the dedication for Mr. Friendlies, of course. And on Friday, he played Ninja of Ninjas for the title in a DAS match. They scheduled just like a friendly, but then they were like, no, Ninja, you are a title holder, and anybody who challenges you, it's for the belt. So he kind of got roped in, and Marts had the opportunity to make Tetris history and get the belt, make it more accessible to players that don't have a max out. And, well, Marts did Marts things and blew it. So, unfortunately, Ninja of Ninjas does retain that belt, and, you know, we're going to have to find a new target now. Which I think I got something cooking. I think Roncli and Ninja of Ninjas match would be pretty good. So, I might try to see if I can't get that one to work sometime. Well, I'm talking about that. Let's talk about this game, because BBot is in a dig sequence, was able to get that Z piece all the way over to the left to help clean up the board, which is exactly what he needed to do. He does need a bar now over for the left-hand side. I guess the right-hand side. Bar in, gets the triple. Wait, who wanted to face me? Nobody tonight. I was just saying, like, maybe I could get a Roncli and Ninja of Ninjas match. So I think that would be a good one and a really good opportunity for the belt to change hands. I'm over here trying to like cook up a scheme to have Ninja of Ninjas lose the belt. Yes, that is correct. It is always on the line. All right, 90 lines through here, 275 for BBot, 313 out of Tetris for Marts, go to 335. So Marts is in command on this game number 2, which after that number 2 of a game he had previously is much needed. It takes a triple. If it was truly a 24/7 Belt King, like, it should be able to be like, oh no, Marts! Marty, no! Oh, had such a good thing going. Lost dash and could not slow tap the bar over to the right. It's going to top out 344, so a short chase down here. Might need to get some transition play in, though. 345 is the target for BBot. And transition is fast approaching. BBot knows that he's just going to try to enter with a clean board. Was Tetris ready and misses the Tetris. Doesn't go for it. Another bar in. There's the Tetris. 334, so another 10,000 points needed. $338. Delay 5 below. BBot waiting for this long bar. Getting droughted because of course. Oh! The hang of the T! He needs 4,000 points! Oh! 3,000! 3,000! 2! Oh, no!
Oh no! 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 No!
How do you miss the chase down? Oh! Mart's getting a gift there. All right, well, we're all tied up. Moving on to game number 3. Yes, happy late Christmas or Hanukkah present for you. An additional 2 burned lines would have done it. So, oh, that's a shame. All right, here we go. Game number 3. I'm out of words. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So yeah, failed chase down put us into a tied up scenario here. So BBot definitely going to want to make up for that one. And Marts, I think that's the momentum shift he needed perhaps to steal another one and perhaps take this match. Oh, wait. Oh, gets that bar over though. I thought for sure that was curtains. And it might still be... Okay, gets that bar, gets that Tetris. Holy smokes, another heart attack. Goodness gracious. Alright, Mart's having a nice clean stack here. BBot, not so much. Actually, this board for BBot is getting a bit uncomfortable, but... just needs some good pieces. Ooh, double flip of the J. Gonna cause some more burning, and now... BBot... Ew! This one is another top out, 66,000. Marts is good for game number 3 and is on match point. Sorry, that one was really loud. I need to adjust these.
Come on, man!
Is the 19 start allowed if Marts is fine with it? No.
Colin is to blame for everything.
Alright, both players ready to go. So let's get this on. Game number 4. Marts could finish this off, or BBot could force a decider. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I mean, we are way ahead. I mean, I may take a 7th match after the main event, depending on how that goes. I mean, it is, what, 7:44 and we're already halfway through? We've been streaming for about almost 2 hours, so... we may need some filler. Or we call it an early night, and you know, I get to bed at a reasonable hour. You can see BBot was kind of waiting for that J piece, but it took forever to get here. We'll get a Tetris to knock the board down, but now going to go to work and cleaning it up. And this might be an opportunity for Marts to get caught back up. He's about 2 Tetrises back. 117 plays 69,000. But BBot is set up dirty, but unfortunately had to cover it. And is now going to be, oh, up high. The left side's completely cut off. And at 120,000, BBot is dead. So Marts with a short chase down. 121 is your target. 1-2-1. And Marts trying to bring this down brick by brick. Nice single, nice double. Open up the well. A Tetris will do it. Unable to use that bar, but is ready and waiting for the next one. Good double there. Filling out the left side. Bar in. There's the Tetris. 126. Mart's going to complete it 3-1. And play this out, please. Play it all the way because you're on the big screen. And I can make Marts appear better. Nero. 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 There we go. That's better. Hi, Lucy. I see you. And look, there's a bottle of ketchup there for Tyler. Beautiful pieces to fill out the center of the stack there for Marts. Go to 220. Oh, missed an opportunity to set up the T-spin, but... Tetris is so happy. You can see him in the chat right now saying, yes! Oh, Mart's able to get that bar over that time. Did not want to have a repeat of that game number 2 right there, for sure. Bar in, another Tetris. Can we see a transition? Transition's the target. Vince Chillinbot. Welcome on in, first time chat. This is Friday Night Fights. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Monday Night Mayhem. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. I'm not used to hosting on Monday night. It's going to be something I have to get used to. But I'm done after this, after today. Like, I don't host again for the rest of January. We'll have the Burb Wizard coming back. That's right, Burb. And, of course, Omen Boar. And Kingsman, if he ever comes back. Is Canadian ketchup better than American ketchup? It's probably less sugary. All right, Marts was probably hoping to transition, but this board is not something you'd want to transition with, so it needs to get this long bar here. Tetris, a dusty one, and work to fill out the left-hand side here. There you go. Opportunity set up for another Tetris here. Bar in, bangs it down. And should consider transferring the well. Nope, we'll play a little bit dusty. Has about 8 more lines to go. That's 2 Tetrises with perfect play. And now, Marts, this is where the competitive experience comes into play. Says, all right, I want to get into transition with a nice board. Let's burn it down, make sure I'm clean, and I enter in when I'm ready instead of in the middle of a dig. And looks like Marts is going to enter level 19 in a dig. Bar in! Split double. Here we go. Great taps. Nice triple. All right. Yep, just need to keep this clean. Get back down. Nice spin. Nice dash control here. Yeah, really good dash control from Marts right here. I'm actually impressed. 515. Yeah, Tyler's saying in the chat that Marts has gotten better the last couple of months. He's not sure how he feels about it. Look at this. Set up for the Tetris. Bar in. Bang a Tetris on the TNP kill screen. Okay, nice double. Yeah, no real good place for that S. I would have gone S flat with it, but that's fine. A lot more S's coming. Beautiful L piece, though. Can open up that center. Yeah, nice little adjustments being made here for Marts. Takes the triple. Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, this is still livable with the right pieces. Oh, that left side. No quick tap today. And game's going to come to a screeching halt at 577. But hey, way to go. Solid game number 4 here, Marts. Good job. All right, you're the winner. Congratulations. Coming up next, we're going to have Mathwiz taking on Roncli. So we'll be right back. We are going to run some ads, though, so sorry about that. Thank you for the bits, Marts. 100 bits. Thank you so much. Just waiting on Mathwiz to go live. All good. I mean, we are, like, way ahead of schedule, so I'm not super stressed about it. But next match will start as soon as you go live. It's OBS, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about OBS at work. So, you know, when I was in Portugal, we had to do some audio visual, and I was trying to come up with, you know, the best way to run the slide deck and all that. And I was like, well, let's do OBS if, you know, we want to have a person's camera be on the same thing. And ended up, my laptop couldn't handle it. So, ended up making it work a different way. But I did say, you know, if we actually do a event near me where I can bring my streaming PC, I could definitely do that. So, all right, I should be live, and we do have a live. Perfect. So, let me go ahead and fix the camera. And boom. Bro's got to get his pillows all in the right spot. All right. Let's go. All right, my friends. We are back with, if you can believe it, our penultimate match of the evening. Introductions, please, on the left-hand side. He is, of course, one of the hosts of the TNP show. Call him, like, a super host, because I've seen this dude stream for, like, 12 hours straight. NTSC of... Oh, my gosh. Did I lose it? I did. Mathwiz 101. Yeah. NTSC of 1,014,000 hybrid playstyle. Give it up for Mathwiz! And his opponent over on the right. Internal error when I try to get his profile, because he is, of course, one of those moderators that does stuff with the bot. He is the Reaper. He has an NTSC of a lot. He's a roller. Give it up for a fellow Classic Tetris Wars restreamer and my partner in crime, Roncli! Yeah, how come when I do profile Roncli, though, it says internal error sad face? Did you program it to do that? Is that a you Easter egg? If I do it in the Discord, it don't work. Yeah, Colin seed. Woo! Boom! OD E558. Good luck, have fun, we need it. Alright, Mathwiz ready. And Roncli's ready as well, so let's get it on. This is match number 5, and it comes alive. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. About to channel the spirit of unfriendlies out here, yep. L-I-I square. L-I-I square. All right. So, yeah, can you believe we're already on to the 5th match? It is 8 o'clock. So, we are probably going to need to open the queue, I think. But we'll see. In the meantime, I'm just going to just adjust some stencils. Yeah, watch this. The matches go fast when they all have a Colin seed. That's not true. Friday, they all had Colin seeds, and they all played through it, so. All right, Mathwiz, 137, 116 for Roncli. Bar in a Tetris to go to 139. So, first 30 lines, pretty close. Mathwiz almost didn't get that bar over, but is going to get 2 quick Tetrises in succession, gets set up for a third. Long bar in, nails it. 230. Roncli at 209. Will get a long bar and a Tetris there. It's about a 1 Tetris lead here for Mathwiz. Man, pretty unfortunate bar timing there for Roncli, but able to navigate through that one like a true professional. Currently at 286, awaiting a long bar, but a drought forming. There's the bar for both. Bang down a Tetris. Roncli 309. Add another one. Go to 332. Mathwiz going to counter back 370. So now about a 2 Tetris lead here for Mathwiz. I'm sure Roncli's saying, how's Mathwiz getting all these long bars? Because I'm not getting them. But 400 plays 418. So now a 1 Tetris lead here for Ron. And setting up a Vitz. A vertical eye tuck. There it is. Gets it resolved. Now he needs another one. Any Vitz lovers out there? Oh, this could be a tough situation for Roncli. Takes the double, all right. Again, there is no bar. Has to take the double. And Mathwiz is also on top of the board, and Mathwiz is going to top out. So that piece sequence proving to be difficult. Roncli needs something, able to get that piece. Oh, but the misshift! And Roncli at 412. The L misshift does him in.
Step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air.
Mathwiz gave Roncli a gift, opened the door, and Roncli ran right into the door frame. Yeah, and that pace was, like, pretty good. 443 at 88. Okay, yes, we'll wait for you to refresh. And I'll give you guys a refresh, too, just to get everything propagated. I mean, there's always going to be a delay with a restream. It's never perfect. There's always, like, a couple seconds delay. And since we go through Restreamio, it does take a little bit more buffer, but... yeah. See, everybody knows you could just blame me for anything, right?
Colin is to blame for everything.
All right, both players ready to go, so let's get this on. Game number 2, Mathwiz on the board first. Can Roncli tie things up? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Nah, I can't even blame Colin. That's one of the only times in my life I was on a 700k transition pace. Well, do it again. I square square J. Yeah, looks good. All right, Roncli will get a triple, and I was waiting for that L piece to come. All right, Mathwiz holding out for this L, but this L drought is not cool. Turns it into a long bar dependency and a dirty Tetris, followed by a clean one. Double headbangs, 143. 79,000 for Roncli, who gets a split triple there. And a dirty one of his own. Roncli with the headbang. 113 now. A bit off the pace, though. About 2.5 Tetrises back. But Mathwiz in a dig sequence. Roncli is back to a somewhat cleanish state. Is set up for the Tetris on row 2. Bar in. Bangs it down. Gets Tetris. 139. Going to look to continue to capitalize. Maybe go left well. But Mathwiz with another dirty Tetris of his own. These players not afraid to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Certainly is making for entertainment tonight. Now, I mentioned in the intros that Roncli is one of my partners in crime over on Classic Tetris Wars. Actually took my spot as the head of restreams, I believe. So Roncli doing a very good job over there, keeping the party going. Also, I love getting to hang out with Roncli over at the Cleveland Gaming Classic. He's come in for the last 2 years, and hopefully we see him again next year. It will be in a new location. It won't be at the IX Center. It'll be at the Cleveland Convention Center in downtown, so it'll be interesting. And what's also interesting is how this board is starting to come together for Roncli, but manages to navigate through well, gets a long bar in Tetris, and then another couple of burns to transition that well back over to the right side. Mathwiz, meanwhile, still clean, still Tetrising. 329,000 plays 204, but Mathwiz is ahead in the line count. That lead not as big as it would appear. Oh yeah, agreed, Avi. I had a blast at CTWC. It's just a dang shame that I drank just a tad too much and then had to get on a plane and I couldn't hang out a little bit longer. So it's not fun flying when you have a little, you overindulge. All right, 100 line turn here. 301 for Roncli, 444. Get your Arby's 4 for 4. Mathwiz is set up ready and waiting for this Tetris. Would love the long bar to come when he could use it. Takes a triple because, yeah, there's no long bar. Nice little double tuck. I thought that was a spin tuck, but it didn't spin, so. Oh, and Mathwiz's board falling apart because this no bar situation is really screwing with him. Kind of see Roncli dealing with the same trouble. And perhaps a little spoiler in chat here as Roncli, on his way to Top Out City, takes the bus and it crashes. 334, the final score. Mathwiz hits transition 471 and immediately topping out afterwards. So was ahead, taking game number 2 and is now on match point. Losing strictly on lower pace, yeah. Well, you know, the pace really isn't... Sorry, I didn't mean to make that loud. The pace really isn't your fault, right? That's my fault. All right, let's get to some dang 19. Agreed. All right, both players ready to go. Bars be damned, because game number 3, Mathwiz looking to sweep Roncli. Roncli looking to get on the board. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mathwiz, how's my week going, by the way? Well, it's Monday, so the week just started. I mentioned earlier that we had a nice weekend. Got to do pretty much nothing. I got my hair cut, which is always good, self-care. And then, yeah, mother-in-law's in town. Took the kids overnight on Saturday, so my wife and I got to hang out and be adults. And then, you know, now with the week started, back to the grind. You know, nose to the grindstone, trying to finish up those projects at work that, unfortunately, I didn't get done by the end of the year. So big one is a phone system. Like, I hate doing phone systems. I've put like 5 in throughout my career, and I'll just be glad when this one's done. Kind of see Roncli trying to avoid that long bar dependency. Gets a long bar and a Tetris after having to do a little bit of high flying on the wire, but works out. Of course, Roncli having to take the gamble with the TPs, which is going to come. The L or the J sets up the J dependency, and here comes the L. So, meanwhile, Mathwiz, clean stack, bar in, bangs down a Tetris, goes to 148. Roncli going to counter at 125. So 1 Tetris lead here from Mathwiz, 30 lines through. So yeah, coming up after the conclusion of this one, which hopefully is not the end of this game, we'll have our finale already at not even 8:30. Cousin Avi taking on GildedLizard. So might open the queue after this, just to get a couple more matches in. So if there's anybody that wants to play that's sitting, you know, maybe let me know that you're interested, and maybe we'll throw some more in, because I mean, as much as I'd like for the night to finish early, I'm sure you guys want some stuff. But we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world of Tetris right now, so. A nice couple of burns there from Mathwiz. Was about halfway up the board. Had the well covered. Uncovers. Gets a long bar. Gets the Tetris. 267. 222 for Roncli. Halfway through level 18. Still a 1 Tetris lead here for Mathwiz. However, Mathwiz in a little bit of a burning situation. This could be Roncli's opportunity to take the lead as he is clean. But, of course, there's a drought. So you can't score points if you don't get the long bar. Bar in finally for Ron, able to take advantage, get the Tetris there, take the lead. Mathwiz takes the lead right back, but right now Mathwiz's left side looking a bit troublesome. And has to go bar flat, but that's it! 282! Mathwiz is finished, and Roncli on the board. 302. Avoids the sweep, and the broom potentially switching hands. All right, Roncli's ready. Cousin Avi taking full advantage of the extra warm-up time, courtesy of Roncli. So, here we go. Game number 4, pivotal one. Roncli looking to force the decider. Mathwiz looking to put him to bed. Let's find out what happens. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Nice Tetris there for Roncli. Mathwiz with a bar dependency. Long bar does come in. Burns nothing but adds a lot of needed weight to the center of the stack. But Mathwiz is not out of this one by any means. He needs to get that left side taken care of now. But chopping it down. There's the long bar for the Tetris after opening up the well. 102, 96,000 for Roncli. But Mathwiz, courtesy of all that burning, way ahead in lines. Oh, Mathwiz kind of give it. Oh, that S flat. This could be a sticky situation. Able to get a nice rotation and a long bar. But Mathwiz's right side gets that bar. Okay. Still in full dig mode, but a beautiful long bar. That's going to help a lot. And I swear, Mathwiz having more lives than a cat this game. There's the long bar. There's the Tetris. And a sigh of relief. You kind of see him saying, why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because it's Colin seed. That's why. Bar in, dirty Tetris. Trying to maintain the aggression, but now it's Roncli's turn to dig. Oh, Roncli gonna hang the L! And he's gonna top out. So Mathwiz, a short chase down. 218 is your target. 218. The area code of Branson. There it is, 221. Gets it done and played out, because there's your winner. That went poorly. No, it's fine. You avoided a sweep, so... So we'll watch Mathwiz play this out. I played great this weekend, can't even hit 19 today. Well, it's Monday. Case of the Mondays, man. Oh, no. Nice recovery, nice triple, nice tucks here, actually. Mathwiz, brilliant survival. Starting to near transition, though, needs to get that left side taken care of. That bar gonna do it, all right. Someday the curse will be broken, says Roncli. And Mathwiz says, not on my watch, bro. Would you say that he's a wizard at finding burns? Wait, we could say he's the burn wizard. All right, we have a transition from Mathwiz. 394. Oh, the misshift of the bar in 404, score not found, but Mathwiz getting it done in 4, GG. All right, coming up next, our finale. GildedLizard taking on Cousin Avi. We'll see how this goes, and then maybe I'll open the queue, or maybe I just won't. Maybe I'll just end it. Been live for, what, 2.5 hours? Very short episode of Friendlies, but... All right, we'll be right back. Yeah, Avi, if you just get it close and play a game, I'll be able to do the rest.
Well, looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
All right, it is time for the main event. Introductions, please, on the left-hand side. You know them as a DAS player. Has been on quite the number of TNP and wars lately. Is doing a lot with Classic Tetris Wars, actually, as being in charge of the stats. And, of course, looking to have a big win here today. Give it up for the DAS player, GildedLizard! And their opponent over on the right, a DAS player out of the United States. NTSC PB of 649 was red, turned to blue. Give it up for Cousin Avi! Alright, so when you two are ready to know what level you're going to pick, I'll give you, well, it looks like Cousin Avi is on the original ROM, so there will not be the original cartridge, so there will be no same piece sets. It does not look like Avi has Jim on, so... That's fine. That's fine. No same piece sets. See, Avi's smart. Said, you know what? I don't want to deal with a Colin seed. And I don't blame him. So, alright. We got a hover 3. We got it ready, so let's get going. Game number 1 of our main event. Gilded on the left. Cousin Avi on the right. Countdown game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Little level 15 start. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You know, Avi had the red lights going and then saw that he was on the blue corner and changed it to blue. Gotta love it. And if there is anybody here that understands color coordination, it's the guy that matches his shirt to his belt to his socks. That's me. I have every color of belt. So like if I'm wearing a red shirt, black pants, red belt, and red socks. If I'm wearing green, it's all green. If I'm wearing blue, it's all blue. And Cousin Avi, you might be seeing red here If another bar doesn't show, it does, but too late. So. All right, has the well back open. There's a long bar. Dirty Tetris. You can see him say, boom, Tetris. And slam home a clean one there. 64,000 at 22. 51,000 after a Tetris for GildedLizard at 19. Oh, wait, that's true. Avi's shirt also says the word blue. I think Cousin Avi has taken the W in terms of color coordination. I don't think I can go that far. Moon, 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 blue moon. No real good pieces for Avi right here. Trying to manage the best he can. 109 against GildedLizard's 94. So Cousin Avi in the lead, but not by much. So we'll see transition at 100 lines as opposed to 130. And GildedLizard setting up the vertical eye tuck and hopefully not going to get punished. Yeah, just going to burn away the blah, which is probably the right call because guess what? No bar. Long bar in for Avi. Dirty Tetris. So both players playing pretty aggressively. I don't know if that's by happenstance or if it's on purpose, but either way, it's making for good entertainment. 105 plays 141. So Cousin Avi going to continue with the aggression here, but not going to pay off this time. Going to take some burns instead. Got Devin Rio saying, go Lizard, go. JediEvan saying, Cousin Avi looks determined. Nice dirty Tetris there from Avi to transfer the well, and then getting square bursted to hell. Really nasty pieces here for Avi. Oh, and the pieces just continuing to sour. 169, the final score. And GildedLizard at 170, gonna take game number 1. Way too aggro. If you say so. Alright, 2 ready players. Let's not dawdle. Game number 2. GildedLizard on the march. Can Avi tie things up? Let's find out because another game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Avi going with the 3 high vits. Gonna burn it away. And a vits for Avi. Gets the bar, gets it resolved, and another bar in. Tetris. It reminds me when I went to CT UK and I set up the vertical eye tuck and then got routed. And it knocked me out of the tournament. Nice little dirty Tetris there, Avi. Row 3. And then a triple to help bring down the garbage. Cousin Avi gonna take that long bar and say, wait, that was a triple? That's certainly a count to 4 moment for Avi, for sure. But it works. Board health is now clean. And there's the long bar. That's for 4. Bang to Tetris. 79,118 for GildedLizard. Both players 30 lines through. And Avi setting up for a dirty Tetris. Long bar gonna come. Bangs it down. We are approaching the halfway point of level 15. Again, we'll see transition at 100 lines. Welcome in Texas Ranger, checking out the PB of GildedLizard. Yeah, still sitting at a 626. It's just a mere 1,000 off of my PB. Nice column 4 Tetris there for Cousin Avi, maintaining the efficiency here, 145. 196 for GildedLizard. And there's the long bar and the well transfer for Cousin Avi. So bringing the board down 4 lines at a time is exactly what you want to do. But interestingly enough, Avi does not feel that long bar dependency. He's going to try to rock out in this column 8. And we'll slam home into column 8 Tetris, gets set up immediately again. And another long bar and another Tetris across the 200,000 point mark. So 204 plays 223. Long bar in for GildedLizard, add a Tetris to their score, 242. Now Avi with a little bit of push down strats here. Nice burn sequence. Bar in for another Tetris, 245. Yeah, this column 8 seeming to work for Avi, so Avi's sticking with it. Nice little snake of that L piece, or excuse me, the J piece for GildedLizard. So now Gilded going to continue to burn this down. This is going to give Cousin Avi the opportunity to build on this lead. $285 plays $290. Oh, tough pieces here for Avi. Kind of setting up dirty. Just needs to focus on getting out of this one. But good pieces now. Skim, and the well is open. Will the long bar come? Well, transition comes at 293. Cousin Avi transition, but slight misdrop. Going to cause a little bit of digging now. And the speed is getting to be a little too much, maybe. Yeah, not going to be able to tap that bar over. And Cousin Avi at 295 going to give up the goose. And at 350, GildedLizard takes game number 2 and is now on match point. All right, we'll watch GildedLizard play this one out. I mean, let's see what they can do here. This is a pretty good score. Have to be a little cautious here, though. You know, focus on getting to level 19. Okay, gets the bar, the Tetris. Slight misdrop, took the square. There's another bar, another Tetris, 465. And it's focusing on getting to 19 clean. All right, transition is here. So here we go, level 19. What could Gilded do? Setting up for the Tetris. Bar in, dirty Tetris, 497. Oh, but the misdrop of the S. That left side's going to be a challenge. You have to flip the bar, 497, the final score. But not a bad game from Gilded. All right, both players ready to go. This could be our finale. Game number 3. GildedLizard looking to sweep Avi. Avi looking to get on the board. Let's find out what happens because game number 3 breaks free in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Right, yeah, this is match point for GildedLizard, so GildedLizard looking to put Avi away and end the show, I guess, a little early tonight. But Cousin Avi looking to keep the party going, put the paddles on. So we'll see what happens here. 10 lines through, Tetris, 40,000 all. Nice little delay burn setup there for Gilded. Will get the long bar in the Tetris. Probably going to burn away with the T. Yeah, probably not feeling the confident with the spin, but hey, you know, a single burn line as opposed to taking a risk. Take that all day. All right, Cousin Avi in the driver's seat this time around. 123 plays 89. So Avi with the little bit more efficiency as opposed to GildedLizard, who has been burning a little bit more, but still very early days. A little bit of a messy stack here for Cousin Avi. Should be able to deal with it. And gonna set up a bar dependency. May opt to stack up. I mean, I think I've seen Avi play enough to know that that might be what he's thinking. Okay, bar does come in for the Tetris. A dirty one. 169. GildedLizard 131, but GildedLizard also up a bit high. Needs to get that bar over, but hang of the bar! And GildedLizard at 131 is finished. And Cousin Avi at 178, Perseverance gonna pay off there. Takes game number 3. And we are moving to a game 4. Youch! Is right. All right, here we go. Game number 4. GildedLizard looking to finish off Avi. Avi looking to force a decider. Let's count it down because game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, Cousin Avi about halfway up the board here. Is down stacking, but unfortunately having to put weight over those holes, so it's going to be prolonged in this digging sequence. Waiting for an L piece. L piece is going to come. Yeah, really good awareness here from Avi, not trying to put too much weight on top of the hole. GildedLizard, though, out in front now by Tetris and a half. 66,000 plays 50. Now Avi ready and waiting for this Tetris. Long bar in, gonna slam it home. 71,000 now back into the lead. GildedLizard with a pretty messy stack. That long bar down the center, or down the left-hand side does nothing. Now set up for the split triple. And yeah, these pieces really starting to sour. You can kind of see the mincing, or the wincing. There's the bar for the split triple. But GildedLizard in a world of hurt. But so is Avi right now. Neither player looking too good here. GildedLizard's left side looking to be a challenge. Not going to be able to get the J over. So, Avi, you've got to chase down. 113 is your target. 113 to force a decider here. Just needs about 6,000 more points. That's like 10 burns. $110. Just keep it clean. 111. There it is. 112. 983. Avi squeaking it out. Showing perseverance is key, and we are going to a decider. Avi, you did it! And there's the Tetris for the nail in the coffin. GG. Most stressful level 15 ever. You know what? Agreed. All right, y'all. Well, here we go. The final countdown. Our last match is here. Game number 5. Who will come out on top for the main event? Will it be GildedLizard or will it be Cousin Avi? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I like this song a lot. All right, 42,000 for Cousin Avi, 60,000 for GildedLizard. Cousin Avi's little spire of squares, but level 15 can work around that easily. All right, 71,000 for Gilded. Cousin Avi maybe was trying to go for a spin there and missed, but has a long bar dependency now in the center. Long bar going to come. Nice little digging sequence, though. Cousin Avi now 134, still in the lead, but needs to consider getting a healthy board state as we approach the halfway point of 15. Nice little delayed burn there. Avi set up for the dirty Tetris. Row 3, long bar in. Dirty Tetris, Cousin Avi keeping it going. Maintaining this efficiency. 158 playing 115. Another long bar and another dirty Tetris for Avi. Meanwhile, GildedLizard is clean, 116. Yeah, and Avi not giving up on this Tetris bingo. If you've got your bingo cards, get them out. Nice little double there for Avi, keeping the dirty Tetris well open. The column 2, one of the harder wells to keep open, gets the Tetris. Now GildedLizard kind of shaking their head, saying, oh, that T-tuck was probably not the best move, but board is clean. Long bar in, Tetris for Gilded. Can get one more before having to go to work, and says, I'm going to go to work now. So 182 playing 215, but GildedLizard is behind in the line count as Cousin Avi has been up a little bit higher and has been pushing down, so it's going to be a little bit ahead in the P sequence. Kind of see Gilded wincing a bit. All right, we have transition from Avi's side, 251. GildedLizard almost there. And GildedLizard is going to top out at 195 after the board completely collapses. And Cousin Avi at 254 takes game number 5, completes a reverse sweep, if I'm not mistaken. And we are playing this out. You're on the big screen. Cousin Avi getting it done in a decider. So we'll see how Cousin Avi does. A mere 3 lines from transition. Long bar in, Tetris into transition at 292, so off we run, level 19. Yeah, that's what it was. All those dirty Tetrises. The aggression paying off. Congratulations to Cousin Avi. You are the winner. GG's. All right. Well, it's 9 o'clock. We're going to go to commentator scene, I guess. Call it a night. Well, there you have it, folks. The end of the night has approached us. 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 33 seconds. So, a little bit of a short episode. Not really expected. I mean, had a couple of early top outs, a couple of sweeps. So, you know, kind of put the matches way ahead of schedule. But I had a blast. I hope you guys did too. I will be back in February sometime, just waiting for the boss man to release the schedule, and I'll let you know when I'm doing it. But you'll for sure be seeing me on one Monday and one Friday in February. So if I don't talk to you all before then, I hope you all have a fantastic night, fantastic week, weekend. Keep doing what you do to make the world a better place. We adore you. Thanks, everybody. Have a nice night. Let's raid. You know who we're going to raid? I know who we'll raid. We're going to raid Monthly Tetris. So you got Meme and Miles squaring off over there. So we'll see what happens. But thanks again, everybody. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. Get some rest. Bye.